Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, A Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a 2v2 here on Arctic Dream, a Patreon bonus cast featuring BabySwiss and TheSwiss. Father-son combo. Bottom side, we've got Hades, a Red Protoss player. His teammate, a Blue Terran, it is gonna be Nerdlord. And at the top side, we've got ourselves BabySwiss. And then a Purple Protoss, who is TheSwiss, part of the Hyper One clan. Again, father-son combo here. Last I checked, BabySwiss was like 10? Something like that, 10 years old or so. The Hades is an edgelord, and he's chitter-chattering instead of, playing the game. Are we surprised by that? No. Not so much. Once somebody establishes themselves as an edgelord, they're going to say edgy things and try to get provocations and rises out of people, etc., etc. The Swiss is engaging with it and just not letting it annoy him, which is one way to deal with this kind of thing, but I just prefer the ignoring entirely because they like engagement. That's what they're here for, and that's what Hades is trying to do. So, 2v2 shenanigans here. There is no... Actually, hold on. Protoss Terran... okay, Protoss Terran. And then we've got a Terran... Wait, what am I looking at here? Yeah, so Protoss Terran, Zerg Protoss. BabySwiss playing Zerg. Oh! Wow, okay, look at that. So last I checked, BabySwiss I think was playing Protoss, or maybe Terran, but definitely I don't think he was playing Zerg. Was he going nukes, or was he going... He was doing something. Anyway, what do we got here? BabySwiss got the expansion coming in, got the gas, got the pool. Everything is A-okay and going just fine for everybody on Team North here. Swiss, did he go Nexus first? He went Nexus first. What a baller. Now he's throwing down a gateway, but I mean, it is way after the second base got started here. Nice. So, got Nerdlord here throwing on a factory, maybe going for straight mech, which, against a lower level Zerg player, very good. Against a Protoss, can be good, but Immortals exist. And just like Mass Immortal, kind of crushes mech in that matchup so hard, and what are you going to do about it, right? I guess maybe if you just respond to it incorrectly, sure, then mech would destroy a Protoss player as well. If they tried to go for, like, Stalker, like Mass Stalker against, Siege Tank, Cyclone, and just that kind of stuff, and then your Stalkers all melt and you're a very sad Protoss. Hades thrown on a Twilight Council pretty early and on one base, which makes me feel as though we're going to see some DTs. DTs coming from an edgelord in a team game seems pretty predictable, I guess. Just something cheesy, right? But the good news is the Swiss is a very cheesy player himself. He'll admit it. He knows he is. He's thrown down a Roach, or rather, BabySwiss is throwing down a Roach Warren. Okay. Okay with some Roach Warren shenanigans here. Oh, and the Swiss blocked the expansion potential here of Nerdlord. It's charged. It's not... Dark Shrine? No. Robo. Okay, so not going DTs after all. Just getting charged for the Zealots, which, hey, charge lot attacks pretty good against enemy Protoss and against enemy Zerg. Really not too bad both ways here. It requires a lot of micro to deal with charge lots, which you're not going to see a ton of at this level of StarCraft, which I think this is like Team Gold level stuff. Right? I think both these teams are in gold, which, it's not bronze. These players know how to play StarCraft, right? They got good saturation here on the gas here from Nerdlord. He's got Marines and tanks out. He knows what composition to go for here. The Swiss kind of walling off a little bit here as well, at least covering this potential expansion location, which, never mind. That's wide open. I don't understand this building position here for Swiss, but it's cool. We'll see if it comes into play or not. What's BabySwiss doing? He's up to 37 drones. 37 drones on 4 gas is actually, or 3 or 4 gas, is enough to pump out a lot of roaches. He's getting burrow. Wow, he's getting burrow. That's interesting. That's got to be something that's tough. It's tough to micro burrow roach shenanigans. Probe dies, but scouted the million zealots on the way with charge kicking in, and look how fast they are. See, that Overlord knows that they are fast now. So Roach is popping out. There we go. On the way, getting Tunneling Claws too. Really like that very, very much. And Zealot's just going to wander into Zergland. Now look, even if you have Roaches, these charge lots can kill you. You got to position them in places where the zealots can't get surrounds on them. Like this, for example. Roach down, roach down. I mean, just crushing it here. What did I tell you about charge lots? They're good. They're really good. Trying to micro slow roaches here off creep against charge lots is such a tough position to be in, but okay. All right, it's kind of working out here. Adept's good answer to these. Bonus damage versus light, which means the zealots are taking bonus damage from them. They are just charging down those adepts, though. Running from them is a pretty decent way to do it if you're an adept. Oh, there you go. This is a position where the zealots can't surround you. Oh, we gave them surround potential. I guess also you're trying to micro away from them, so I get that too. And there's a War Prism here from Hades as well. You notice he's not chatting right now because he's too busy going for charge lot attacks. And on the other side, well, oracles from the Swiss are here to murder all of your workers. 2 kills on that one and 2 kills on that oracle, so they're not murdering all of them. Probes running for it, but there's not a second base for Hades, remember. So his ability, oh, his income is pretty much toast, but it doesn't have enough money to warp in many more zealots here. He can do 3 more, but is that going to be enough? He really wants to kill that War Prism, but this zealot's like, no! Leave the Warp Prism alone! And there's that warping of more charge lots. Ah! Constant warping of charge lots. All 3 races just really struggle against this so much. Okay, gets back to work. The Oracles got recalled home, I think, to help with the charge lot shenanigans. And as a result, Hades is able to get back to work before his second base even finishes warping in, which is a big, huge benefit for him. No! Speed! The speed upgrade for the roaches. Oh! Wait! They saved it! They saved it because the zealots want to kill roaches instead of the roach warren, which I think, honestly, killing the roach warren, just finishing it off and then killing the roaches is not a terrible idea. Always trying to get out, except there's not enough room and that zealot gets killed. It's so close to dying. There's an upgrade in there too. Just rush it. Rush the roach warren. Come on. Hades, I don't know why I'm rooting for you. That's dumb. But the oracles came back to cause some problems. Marines from Nerdlord are there to deal with it. Yeah, more. Jeez, how many roaches have died today? It's 24. 24 roaches have died today. Kill the roach warren. Can't believe he's not killing the roach warren. It's almost dead. He doesn't think he killed it, does he? Is that mass oracle from the Swiss? Kind of. He's got a couple stalkers here too. All right. So this War Prism, which has done so much work today, finally goes down. Woof. Team North breathes a big sigh of relief because of that. So BabySwiss didn't lose many drones in that attack. He lost 3, but everyone's lost some workers today except for Nerdlord, who hasn't moved out, nor has he been attacked by anyone. He's got his ramp all walled off. Actually, the supply depot's lowered, but whatever. It's basically walled off. It is a lot of oracles here from the Swiss for sure. So you got 8 oracles, 2 Phoenix, and 3 stalkers here. I did not think mass oracle would be the way to play this. Also, dude, Hades is still not bothering with anti-air. His buddy Nerdlord's like, I got it. I got you. I got the Vikings in case the oracles come back. Smart. Fine. Good. Etc. I keep thinking this is a base, but it's just all of the tech clustered here from the Swiss. And by that, I mean 2 Stargates and a Cybernetics core. So, let's see. More roaches popping out here from BabySwiss. He's at 38 workers still. Like I said, he hasn't lost many drones. He's got a 3rd base popping. Great stuff. 2nd base exists for Hades, but not really mining all that much from it. And his worker count is actually abysmal. He's at 14. 14 probes is only 2 more than you start with in StarCraft Legacy of the Void, which is, wow. That's crazy stuff. Oracles, 16 SCVs remain, but they flew over the Marines. Why? Those are the things you don't really see unless it's in a lower level game, is oracles doing a ton of work, killing a huge entire mineral line, and then flying through the enemy base into the Marine fire as they try to flee. Just go this way. This was open. It's fine. It's fine. StarCraft is a stressful game. My games that I cast, I'm like, man, that was a dumb decision. Why'd I do that? All the time. So I'm not, I'm not saying these things because I'm obviously any kind of a god at StarCraft, because I am not. And who is, really? We all have things we can get better at. StarCraft is a hard game. Really, really difficult. All right, so Baneling Nest coming in from BabySwiss. Got that third base up. Very happy about that. Oh, we got some Burrow Roaches way over here. Okay. I missed that. Oh, did he drop him? No, I don't think he has a dropper lord. That is a regular overlord. Pops up. Kind of not sure what he's attacking. Okay, I was going to kill that stalker easily because roaches are good against individual stalkers. And then kill stuff, and when enemy shows up, burrow. Or die. That's fine too. Oh, there we go. Got the burrow. Got it. Oh, Revelation gets tossed down, so whoops. Whoopsie. I mean, just tried to... Okay, a little pretty good stutter step micro here from BabySwiss. He's killing some zealots. Revelation wears off at... It's a 42-second spell, so like, okay, all the roaches are dead now. That was fun. Look, Hades is at 18 total supply. 13 of those are probes. He is so injured right now because he's been harassed to death. He's been doing some harassment to death. So being on the receiving end of harassment to death makes a lot of sense to me. Now, Terran army, tons of Vikings, Marines, Cyclones. He's got 122 total supply here, Nerdlord does. And it is a lot. It is more than anyone in the game. He's the only player with over 100 total supply. Free donation there. Double stasis comes down. But the Swiss donates, well, a bunch of Protoss units there. Stalker, Sentry, things like that. He does have a third base gold, though, which is going to be really important here as this game continues on. BabySwiss needs to expand again. He's sitting on 4,000 minerals. So, yeah, once you look up, and you have over... if you have 5,000 minerals, expand twice, maybe 3 times. Just do it. You'll be fine. It helps to build more stuff. As a Zerg player, it gives you more larvae and a place to go expand. It's the easiest thing in the world. The Swiss is... Oh, he's taking this... I've been looking at this and being like, oh, yes, Team South obviously took this base. No, they didn't. The Swiss took both gold bases on this map. Does he have much of an army at all? No. He has 2 carriers and 9 zealots. At 12 minutes, not great. He doesn't have all the money that BabySwiss is floating. So here's the thing. In team games, you can send your teammates cash. If you're having a hard time spending your money, go up to the top right to the resources trading menu. Click it, and then you can trade, you know, a couple thousand minerals and maybe a couple thousand gas over to the Swiss here and help him get a bigger army up. Because, you know, if he can spend his money better, it works out. Ah, but the big old Terran army is here. The Terran representation has been good in this game. Nerdlord is just going to crush this gold base easily. Hades has an Oracle observing the proceedings. Why are they not killing this Nexus? I don't understand it. Now he is. Had a stutter step kill it, I guess. Top right base from the Swiss. Trying to take that one now. So this is an army that needs splash damage to be dealt with. It's a lot of Marines. And in a straight up engagement against most stuff, it's going to win. What kills it are things like Lurkers and Storm and Disruptors and Colossus and Banelings if you are Team North and looking for a way to deal with a big Terran Marine army. So it might work out. I don't know. We've got our side Nerdlord over here on the right side's got a third base finally at 13 minutes. We've got Revelation tossed down. Okay, that's just a Revelation. Nothing to worry about there. And killing this gold base would be a pretty good boon here for Nerdlord. Is he going to do it? He's got carriers attacking him, but it's Marines and Vikings. Why are we making carriers? Carriers are situationally good units. They're not all the time good units in StarCraft 2. And they're not all the time good units in StarCraft 1 either. Yeah, man. So what's that Viking count at? It was more. It's 0 now, which is actually bad. Making more Vikings would be really cool, actually. Dude, more interceptors. Just, yeah. Interceptor count is 29, which actually more than I thought there would be. I guess reinforcing carriers are coming in. So, oh, there we go. Wait, there are more Vikings out. Why don't I see them in the product? 12. Oh, boy. Yeah, 12 Vikings built to do this very thing. Means the carriers are all dead. Fare thee well, the carriers. Oh, yeah, they're toast. That's it. Sure, they can run away. No. Just attack the carriers. They can run from Marines and kind of abuse the fact that Marines can't fly. But recall. Recall saves that carrier. Nice. This guy does not have a recall, and he's dead. Meanwhile, Baneling's getting all the way down here. What? How is he? Okay, how is he doing this? Is he just walking through the front door? BabySwiss, I gotta pay more attention to you, but the gold base dies from the Swiss. Oh no! Nerdlord is just too much. 118 supply. BabySwiss is at 112. Yes. And a lot of it's roaches, which tough look for roaches. Upgrades for the roaches are currently burrow and burrow move. No attack or armor upgrades at all. It's 1-1 upgrades here from Nerdlord and his Terran units. He's got Medivacs. He's got Vikings. Taking some Baneling hits. Not too bad. There's a lot of healing available here. Oh, what? BabySwiss is using Infestors. Fungal! Huge fungal there from BabySwiss. This is kind of the fate of Infestors these days, is they get a single cast off and then they die. Oh, another huge fungal. The carrier is not really participating. This is a scraptastic fight right here. And now that the bio army has been whittled down, BabySwiss's roaches can come in and just clean it up. Clean it right on up. The Vikings can't do anything about roaches. There's DTs defending from the Swiss here too. What do they have to deal with the Void Ray, though? That's the larger question today. Oh, you're going to land your Vikings. Oh, okay, sure, yeah. That's a great idea. The Viking count gets removed and knocked down all the way to 1 with that battle. Meanwhile, Zealots from the Swiss are attacking the other side. There's a couple carriers also doing the same thing. The third base is dead from Nerdlord. And suddenly, Hades being at 40 supply is a massive problem. He's making Void Rays because, you know, that's what you do if you're a Protoss player and you're lower league. But economically, Team South is just getting it taken to them right now. Just blitzing them. Hades seems like a player who's pretty decent at like a 1-base charge lot attack build. Honestly, a 2-base would have probably been just as effective. But that's your GG. Once that didn't work, in fairness, it was pretty strong at this level, and it did a lot of damage to BabySwiss, but couldn't quite murder him. And as a result, that's it. Hades is at 8 supply. He's done. What is Nerdlord doing here? He's got siege tanks. Roaches trying to mash their way up a ramp into siege tank land is tough. It's real tough, actually. I don't like it, and it's not going to work. It killed one of the tanks, but that's all it was. Free Infestor donated. The Swiss is like, don't worry, son. I got this. Did you have detection, Nerdlord? And the answer is, I don't think he does. And there's DTs on top of his stuff. Do the DTs even matter here? Not really, no. There's enough Zealots to be problematic. Nerdlord's down to 40 supply. Sure, he's mining at his natural base, but that's it, man. He's out. GG! BabySwiss and the Swiss are your winners in this game in 18 minutes and 9 seconds. Beautiful. Very, very well done. Good back and forth, too. That early Zealot attack, the Warp Prism Zealot stuff was just like, why won't you die? From both sides. Team North was like, why won't you die, Warp Prism and Zealots? And the Zealots were like, why won't you die, Zerg? And I don't know if it would have mattered all that much to kill this Roach Warren, but it would have helped, I think. It would have slowed down BabySwiss a little bit. But yeah, end of the day there, the Roaches were good. They mattered. The fungal play was sick. That attack coming in from Nerdlord was big, and it was strong, and it was mean. And then a couple fungals hit him, and it's like, oh, wow, they're a lot less HP. Much easier to kill there. And yeah, some Zealots, some DTs defending here from BabySwiss. Another fungal, Roaches coming in to clean it up, and then the counterattack was really strong. Because again, this is not the kind of game where Hades is going to have 4 bases. He expanded during the attack. He was just, once his economy got knocked down, he just never really came back from it. He lost 82 probes. Holy crap. So he made the most workers today, because that's 57 for BabySwiss, 52 were made for Nerdlord, and 54 plus about 80. Okay, so about 80 were made here too from the Swiss, losing 30 or so of them. But GG, well done indeed. Pretty good teamwork. Attacking together is what I always like to see. when it comes to StarCraft and team games. Working together is what it's all about. So, good game to all, and that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin today, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, and a bonus team game and a Patreon game from TheSwiss, who supports me at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for $10 a month, which gives him the right to send me these replays once a month, and I will cast them, and they're fun, so I enjoy them too. But yeah, if you want to catch me elsewhere, I'm also at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. Hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe helps the algorithm know that I'm here. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching today, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.